bringing it back.
I mean,
Bringing it back.
And a monster home run hit to a place I've never seen hit.
what, just popping?
Who would have thought hip hop would have made it this far?
What's up, everyone? We are back. Welcome back, fellas. We took a little break for the summer, but we're here, man. Welcome back to the Rob Duran podcast, man. Fellas, how y'all doing?
Doing good, doing real good. Happy to be back, man. Happy to talk sports with y'all. How y'all doing?
I'm doing great as well, bro. This is what, season 3?
Yeah, I think so.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. We've made it this far, yo. That's crazy.
Man,
Yeah.
for those that have been our day ones, welcome back. And for those tuning in for the first time, welcome. Welcome. Your one-stop shop for all things sports, culture, and entertainment. This is where we at, man. Talking some MLB today, talking a little bit NFL, which is coming up soon. September 4th is the first game of the NFL season. Honestly, kind of snuck up on me, I'm not gonna lie. But man, let's dive right into MLB. The playoff races are hot right now. The Yankees are giving me those little palpitations in my heart, making me go crazy, making me crash out and then celebrate on the same day. Where do y'all want to start, bro?
I think we should start there with the Yankees.
Yeah.
Start out with some momentum.
Are they currently second or third place in the NL East right now? 'Cause I know they've been going back and forth.
They're in third place. The Red Sox won today. I expect them to win today as well, but they'll still, I think they'll be half a game behind the Red Sox.
Okay.
So they'll still be in third place by like half a game.
But still in the wild card hunt.
Would they be
Yes.
second place in the wild card, or?
Yeah, I think the wild card race for the American League, I think is pretty set. I think the three teams there, Red Sox, Yankees, Mariners, you can interchange them. I think that's pretty set. I don't see like Kansas City or Cleveland or any of those teams kind of sneaking up. But the Yankees are frustrating, bro. And I feel like we enter this zone every single year where like once the summer hits, they get these like summer blues and they start struggling and you see them like they start the season hot and I'm excited, I'm hyped. You see me rocking my jersey and I'm talking mad crap. And then all of a sudden, that calendar hits like mid-June, July, and it's a wrap. And now I'm pissed. I'm throwing things. I'm not even watching games anymore. I'm pissed off. I'm talking about how they're going to get eliminated in the wild card round. And that's kind of where we're at right now. So, they're beating up on these teams that are not good. And they're struggling against teams that are actually playoff teams, primarily the Red Sox. I think they've lost 8 in a row to them at one point before finally winning on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But they stress me out, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and if the season ended now, they would face the Red Sox for that wild card game, and
At Fenway.
that does. I do not feel good about that at all.
Yeah.
What do you think is the like? I know that there's numerous things that they could be better at, but what is the number one thing you think that they're like struggling with right now, the Yankees?
I look at honestly what stands out the most is the lack of fundamentally sound baseball, which wasn't an issue at the start of the season, I feel like, because and this is credit to Brian Cashman. I give credit where credit is due. After losing Soto, he rebuilt that roster. It wasn't very much of a deep roster, like bench wise. So you have the starting unit was very solid. Up the middle was extremely solid with Jazz, Volpe, and Bellinger up the middle. Austin Wells is a great defensive catcher. All those guys were like killing it. Defensively, I had no issues with them. And then some guys start getting hurt, guys start getting banged up, and now you're starting to see those flaws. And again, credit to Cashman. At the deadline, he re-upped. He completely changed the bench, brought a lot of guys who play really good defensive baseball, including McMahon at third, bringing in Caballeros, who's an absolute beast and a menace on the field, can play everywhere, which allowed Jazz Chisholm to move back to second base where he's best at. But then we see Volpe struggling, and I don't know if he's lingering with some issues because he did get hit in the elbow at one point. So I don't know if that's kind of like a lingering thing. But he's just looked lost on the field. But again, this is something that we've seen with Volpe consistently since he's been a major leaguer. He starts off really well, and then he starts to struggle, maybe gets in his head too much. Maybe there's still a lot of developmental stuff going on, which is fair to say because he is still very young. But it's the lack of fundamental baseball. You know, the scouting report has been out since the World Series. You run on the Yankees. Simple as that. A ball hit into the outfield. That runner on first is going to make it to third. That runner on second is going to make it home. And we actually saw it today where Bellinger kind of lacked on a ball and the runner was able to score from second when he shouldn't have. So that's kind of been the big issue. It's just the lack of fundamental baseball being played in New York by the Yankees, giving up those extra bases.
Mm.
You're basically playing no harder effort to hit
Yeah,
and we saw that in the World Series. Actually, we saw that in the World Series, like straight up.
The Dodgers exposed them,
A
and
lot of, yeah.
and the scouting report is out, and they haven't done a lot to like shut those whispers up, and more teams are looking at it. And I'll say this, they have gotten better at times, but then you see like they get comfortable and it comes back.
Yeah, not enough. I wanted to shout out Chaz. I think he hit his 25th home run, the most in his career so far, which I'm impressed by because he's a second baseman and we don't see that often. So shout out to him. I also wanted to mention, because you had mentioned the Mariners, and I know we were talking about the Yankees, but the catcher, Cal
Raleigh, 50 bombs, bro.
Yeah. Oh, and it just reminded me of like Jorge Posada for some reason because he used to hit a lot of home runs. But I just wanted to give him a small shout out that that's impressive, and keep going. Hopefully we'll match up against them in the playoffs or in the wild card instead of the Red Sox. But back to the Yankees. Yeah, I agree with everything you said, and I don't think we're gonna make it anywhere if we keep playing like that defensively. We're gonna get cooked, obviously. We give up too many big runs, too many scores on the easy plays that should be outs. And then our offense, we get very hot. We have very hot games. I saw a stat the other day. I think we have like the second most 10 home run games or 10 run games in the league this year, second to Boston. And it's like, okay, we're scoring a lot, but some games the scoring doesn't matter. And some games when we really need to score, we're not getting it, and we're losing a lot of critical games, especially now. And as you mentioned, we always start off hot, like Judge. I wanted to mention this. Judge was number one in everything for like the first 3 months of the season. And around like, I want to say All-Star game kind of has cooled off, and the Yankees have really cooled off. So like, I want to say a lot of it, I feel like a lot of it starts with him because he's the captain. He needs to set the standard and the play and the tone for the rest of the team, especially if we want to make it to the playoffs. That's like our standard. And really our standard is the World Series, but at least make it to the playoffs.
Can I ask you, since you brought up Judge and being captain, a lot has been questioned about his leadership style compared to a guy like Giancarlos, who's a dude who shoots straight. Like when he's struggling, he'll say it straight up. He's super accountable. What do you guys think? You think that Judge's leadership style is a reflection of the team or vice versa, or?
I'll lean into it and say, yeah. I'll say, yeah. I would probably prefer to have Stanton as the captain than Judge. He's more fiery, more passionate. And the way he played in that playoffs last year in the World Series, like, that's what we need. That's what we need now. And Judge is not offering that right now. And I wonder if that might be creating some like inner locker room tension between them. Like, yo, this guy's supposed to be the best player, but when it counts, he's not. And this other guy who was hurt most of the season is coming in clutch right now. We could ride his back or the wave. Judge
I don't
might
know if you guys
feel
are
slightly.
aware,
Mm-hmm.
Giancarlo Stanton is on the best streak of his
Mm-hmm.
Yankee career right now.
Yeah, I was gonna
Like numbers
mention,
wise, like legit.
like the amount of games he's played, his stats are crazy. For the
Yes.
games played is crazy.
Yes.
um,
The
so
man is, and I know a lot of people are questioning, not to interrupt, but like a
mhm,
lot of people are questioning whether he's a Hall of Famer.
mm,
And, 500 home runs is within reach for him. And I think he's a no-brainer Hall of Famer. And I'm willing to fight tooth and nail and everything for that man, bro.
I have a question: is Gary Sheffield in the 500 home run club?
He is. The thing with Sheffield is the PED allegations.
Okay. Yeah, Stan never had any.
No, not
Man,
one.
if I ever seen a P head person, it will be him. Okay. So then that's why I was gonna say Gary Sheffield is not a Hall of Famer. Then I don't think Stan should be. Um, but if we could get a ring, man,
I think he needs a ring.
yeah,
I don't
if
think he
we,
needs a ring to get in, but I think he needs a ring.
yeah, to justify it more so, I think so.
Yeah, and he's only been getting better. Like, in the playoffs, it was him and Soto last year that was carrying
Mm-hmm.
the lineup, and he kind of hasn't. Obviously he started the year with an injury, but once he got back, like, yeah, it took him a little bit to get his momentum back, which is normal. But once he got this rhythm, he's one of the streakiest players like in the league. Like when this guy gets hot, he's one of like it's a scary, scary sight for opposing players. And I think that he's gonna be big for them if they want a big playoff push, but they definitely need Judge. I feel like
Yes.
Judge becomes a better leader once he's actually doing well himself.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, he does have moments where he does hold players accountable. Obviously, he does it in his own way, but I have heard stories of him, kind of checking players like that's not how we do things around here. But I do feel that the team goes as far as he goes. Like last year, they had the luxury because they had Soto.
Mm-hmm.
This year now, they added some pieces with Goldschmidt. Bellinger has been coming up clutch. But another player that I really wanted that Hasiel mentioned that I think can be big for the Yankees because unfortunately it is what it is. This is the team we got right now, and
Yeah.
those defensive miscues, unfortunately, are going to be things we're going to have to live with. We're not getting any different roster here, so they can tighten things up. Of course, we can ask more of them, but some errors are gonna come. But a player like Jazz Chisholm is a player that can kind of turn things around because he can turn a double into a triple.
Yep.
And like he's just fireworks. He's electric once he's on the bases, and like he's one of those players that I think that can really rally the team when they need it in big moments. So I think those three players right there are gonna be um, pretty much the core of that lineup when playoff time comes. Hopefully, they could tighten things up. And I really do like the addition of Ryan McMahon though at third base. I like that, especially for defense. Think
Yeah, defensively, he's disgusting, man.
yeah.
He is so good. I also want to give a shout out to Ben Rice because that boy, mm-mm,
A,
that he just hits the ball hard, bro.
a lefty clutch, yes. Giambi vibes. I could mess with Ben Rice for sure.
Yeah, and he's out here playing catcher, playing first base, DH, wherever you put him, he's just mashing the ball. Quick, just last thing on Volpe. I do believe in Volpe. I do think he can turn things around at some point. I'm kind of glad that they did bench him for those 2 games, though, these last 2 games. But one thing I do want to see as well is Jason Dominguez getting some more run. I
Mm,
understand why they sat him just from a baseball perspective, just to give people insight. Trent Grisham is playing out his mind this season, so you got to play your best players. And honestly, the best outfield when Judge is healthy and out there is Bellinger, Grisham, Judge. From a defensive standpoint, offensive standpoint, all that stuff. But I don't like the fact that they've given Volpe the amount of run they've given him and not done the same for Jason Dominguez early on. Obviously, it kind of fell into place because baseball is going to baseball, and Grisham just may be the most clutch player we got on the team right now. But that's just a quick note for me. I just want to make sure that one, Volpe, I think he's going to come up big in the playoffs if we do get there and have a good little run. But I also want to see Jason Dominguez be very involved, not just in the future of the Yankees, but currently as well, because I think he's a difference maker as well for them moving forward.
I agree, and he's been pretty solid for the Yankees this year. The time that he has played, and he's come in the clutch too. He got like 2 game winners, I think, this year.
I think if you're gonna play Jason Dominguez at his best, lead him off.
At least give him some pinch hitting.
Yes, put him at the leadoff spot and let him do his thing because he got speed. He can hit the ball. You know, left field is a new position for him because he's a center fielder by trade. So, you know, I'm okay with some of the defensive miscues he's had because he's learning a new position, but let's give the boy some run and give him a chance.
No, I agree. Do you still have them getting eliminated in the wild card round?
I do, unfortunately.
Oh.
At this very moment, I do. If they're facing the Red Sox at Fenway, I can't trust it. The Red Sox are playing out their freaking mind too. They got rid of Devers and got better. They're playing a lot of these young dudes, and the young kids are killing it. Garrett Crochet is an absolute beast of a starting pitcher. Might be the best trade they've had since Chris Sale, honestly. I'm worried. If the Yankees and Red Sox play against each other in the Walker, I'm worried.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I can see the Red Sox pulling that off easily.
Yankees haven't shown us enough to be confident in them.
They haven't beat good teams consistently enough for me to say, yo, we can go on a run.
Yeah.
And the month of September is going to show us a lot, I think.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, basically. Get a little hot streak going, get into the playoffs. If we could win that first game, we could do something.
Now's the time to get hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the Blue Jays have a 5-game lead, 4.5-game lead now on the Red Sox and 5.5 on the Yankees. I don't think the Blue Jays are a playoff team. I know they're going to make it, but I don't see them being a playoff team. I feel like they're a first-round exit.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So I feel like you look at Detroit. Am I scared of them offensively? Not really. But then you got Houston and Seattle. Seattle's pitching is off the charts. It really is like every single year. And Houston is Houston. But the Yankees got to get past that wild card round. And that's what I don't see at this moment.
Yeah. Because if we get past the wild card round, wouldn't we probably end up playing Blue Jays, the #1 seed, if we're the last seed?
We may. I don't know. I guess it depends how everything shapes out.
Because usually the #1 seed plays up with the last seed, the bottom seed.
I think they would go against Detroit, maybe.
We beat them last year, right? And then they beat us the year before, I feel like. I don't remember.
No, we went against KC, Kansas City last year. Kansas City, Cleveland, and then the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Speaking of, since I don't know if you guys want to jump out of the AL and jump into the National League.
We can. I was just gonna say real quick. You know, there's the Yankees are. You know, they face the Nationals and then the White Sox. After that, they have a 6-game stretch against the Astros and then going to the Blue Jays. So we're gonna find out a lot about the team in that 6-game stretch, I believe.
Yeah.
I'll take it a step further. The next two against Detroit and Boston. Right there, man. That's make or break.
Yeah.
You're facing the 4 teams that you could potentially face.
This is it. And then the Twins there, well.
Yeah, they end off good, but they need to get past that gauntlet first.
Yeah. So they gotta They gotta tighten up sooner than later, basically. But yeah, we go to
Goodness
the National
gracious.
League. We go to the National League. We spoke about the Dodgers, right? Dodgers and
Mhm.
Padres.
How y'all feel about the Dodgers?
I
The cheesy ass team.
I'm not worried. Listen, if I'm a Dodgers fan, I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Like that's a luxury I would like to have. I would feel a lot better. I feel a lot better about the Dodgers than I do about my Yankees. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. I could see them
Absolutely.
getting back to the World Series.
Can I give you a hot take?
Go for it.
Thoughts?
I don't think the Dodgers make it past the first round.
Mm.
What? What makes you say
Who's in
that?
that wild card? Who's in that wild card right now?
Right now, the wild card is Chicago, San Diego, and the Mets.
San Diego's the Padres, right?
Yeah.
If they play the Padres, that'd be tough.
Yeah, that'll be a tough series for them if they play the
Yeah.
Padres.
The
Even
Mets.
Even the
even
Mets,
even the Mets,
the Mets
Yeah.
might give them trouble too.
I'm just not confident in the Mets this year like I was
Damn,
last year.
National League is loaded.
they are. And one team that no one talks about, who I think is a dark horse, is Milwaukee, bro.
Damn, they're too good this year.
Milwaukee is very quietly killing everyone.
And they're not losing games at home. Like
They're not.
they are winning twice as many games as they are losing at home. They're 44-22 at home. And they're 82-50. Who had the Brewers at 82-50 in
Telling you.
132
So
games? This is
they'll probably make 100, right? They could.
They'll get close. I mean, they've been the best team in baseball record-wise for a while now. And no one's talking about Milwaukee at all. They're a dark horse, and I know, Milwaukee makes the playoffs, they get bounced in the playoff. I think this is a year where they can make some noise.
100%.
Think they beat the Dodgers?
I could see it if it gets that far between them. I don't know at what point they play each other, but I could see a very tough series between Milwaukee and the Dodgers.
Are they treating Milwaukee like OKC in the NBA, as in like we'll believe it till we see it type thing?
I think so.
Okay.
I would say so, absolutely.
Yeah, until somebody knocks out the Dodgers, I think I got the Dodgers on this one for now. Cheesy ass team. yo, who allowed that, yo?
They are loaded,
The Yankees should have done something like that for Juan Soto.
But
Yeah.
sometimes the hungrier team is the one that wins, though.
Yes.
So they might be caught, lacking.
Honestly, I feel like the Yankee mentality is, let's just get there and figure it out. The problem is that they get there and it's a disaster when they get there.
100%, because you got to build that chemistry during the season at some point, and you can't just turn it back on whenever you feel like it. You're not LeBron and Cleveland.
But you know where that stems from, bro? And this is good. I'm trying not to get fired up here. It's the analytics, like legit. Because I don't know if you guys have listened to. He's a former Yankee, Clint Frazier. He's dropping like little gems. He has a podcast going on, all that stuff. He was very involved with the Yankees organization. Obviously, he was there for a few years. One of the things he said is that the analytical team, specifically with the Yankees, does not believe in hot and cold streaks. So when we see these lineups being put out, what he says is that Aaron Boone will have a lineup, the analytical team has a lineup, and then they kind of compromise on like who's gonna play where. So you can see, so sometimes we'll see guys hit 2 home runs and then be benched the next game. That's because they don't believe in that hot streak stuff.
Oh no, they wildin'.
Yes,
Like,
I agree.
bro, have you ever played baseball? What are you talking about?
Yeah,
That's
imagine
the
if they
problem.
would have.
These dudes have never played baseball.
Imagine if they would have sat down Big G before he wouldn't go on this stretch.
Or go ahead and sit down Aaron Judge. Like, what are you talking about?
So that's, we take things with a grain of salt when people have left the franchise and they say what they're saying. But I mean, he's been pretty, from my perspective, from listening to what he's saying, he's been pretty open about like saying like, I got nothing to like hate on the Yankees for. They treated me well, this and this and that. he's praised Aaron Boone and Cashman and all that stuff. So it doesn't sound like he's coming from a bitter perspective. It's
Yeah.
more just giving perspective.
Yeah.
And to
Mm.
kind of hear that kind of really makes me feel like I'm not crazy for thinking the way I do about analytics, where yeah, there's a part of it that belongs in the game, but it
Mhm.
shouldn't be the end all be all for
Yeah.
decision making.
Yeah, you should use it to give you insight on your decision making, not make your decisions based off of it. I guess
Yeah.
that makes
It
sense.
it just kind of enhanced every like conspiracy theory, so to speak, that has been out there on the Twitterverse of like, yo, why are you bringing in this pitcher in this situation? But it's predetermined essentially that in the sixth inning, if this is happening, this is the pitcher we're gonna go to no matter what.
No matter what. Wow.
Yeah. So it's like you're
You
taking
can't.
out the feel for the game.
Yeah,
100%. The spirit of the game, really. Like, there's a whole, you know, untold. There's a whole language within the game that's going on, and analytics is not gonna be able to teach, like show you that. Like, you really have to like you go with your gut sometimes.
You do.
Like even though this player hasn't been doing crap the whole, I think this is the time he's gonna go. This is the time he's gonna show up, and that's happened so many times before. A la Aaron Boone in the 13th inning against the Red Sox.
Yep.
Was that Game 7 or?
Game 7, 0-3.
Yeah, that wasn't in the analytics.
That's why after I list, it's funny because I went on a rant with you guys in the chat about like for the first time ever, I said I'm done with Aaron Boone, and then I heard what Frazier had to say about it, and I was like, wait a minute, maybe it's not fire Aaron Boone because now I know that because I can't. To me, I can't picture a guy like Aaron Boone who's a baseball lifer. Families in baseball. He's been in baseball his whole life. Really looking at a guy like Volpe, for example, not to keep picking on Volpe, but looking at him and saying, yeah, let's keep penciling him in every single day. Knowing like, yo, this dude is struggling.
Yeah,
Like he needs a couple days off. Let's bring in somebody else from the bench for a couple days. Give this kid a breather, kind of reset.
yeah.
So,
Get him to do some ashwagandha or something,
yeah.
bro. Like,
So the
go
analytics
to a retreat.
team, the
That
analytics,
darkness retreat.
Yes, something. Bro.
the analytics team has too much say in the decisions of starting play and playing player, from what you're saying, over the coach or
Yes.
the manager. That sucks. Yeah,
That's what it seems. It seems like Aaron Boone's hands are somewhat tied when it comes to like decision making, which then I look back at the World Series, bringing in Nestor Cortez against Freddie Freeman instead of Tim Hill.
Yeah, what was that about?
Like you have a lefty reliever who's been dominating for the whole season since you got him in the biggest spot ever right now, and you bring in a starting pitcher who was hurt because maybe the analytics said that's the right move.
Who gets the blame at the end of the day for him, right? The GM.
It's Aaron Boone.
Like,
Nobody knows who's the analytics team.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like in the WWE, everybody's gonna blame Triple H.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
knows what's happening behind the scenes.
You're the face, yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's the state of Major League Baseball. You wonder
So-
how many teams, operate that way, how many teams don't.
Yeah. I
I
guess
gotta-
go ahead.
No, I was gonna go on another tangent. I was gonna ask, what team you think is gonna go farther, Roberto? The Red Sox or the Cubs?
Ooh. I would, if I
yeah.
had to get, I would say Red Sox right now.
Oh.
I think the AL is wide open compared to the National League. I think in the National League, you can kind of narrow it down to, like you guys said, like the Dodgers are a juggernaut. But if they get knocked out, you still have like a Milwaukee. The Phillies always get hot in the playoffs. But when you look at the AL, I don't think there's one definitive like this is the team.
Yo, tell me why it's got like a vision, I would say, of the Dodgers playing Boston and Boston beating the Dodgers in the World Series. You know how they're gonna rub that shit in our face, bro? If that happens.
Oh man.
But I think Boston, yeah, Boston seems like they got their ish together right now. And like Roberto said, the conference is pretty open. The AL is this is like one of those year where Boston's like under the radar and gets really streaky playoff time and just goes crazy and makes it to the World Series.
I can see that. I can
Yeah,
definitely see that happening where they just kind of just maybe they don't sweep anybody, but they just kind of win every series. I can see
yeah.
it. And their bullpen, man, Chapman has been lights out this year. I don't know if you guys seen his number. I think his ERA is under 2. He's only given up like 6 runs this year or something like
That's
that.
insane. Under 2 ERA as well.
And he's still throwing 103.
Yeah, what's that about?
Miles
That's
per hour?
yeah, bro. And he's like 37 years old at this point or something like that.
Oh, we
He
gotta
he
sure
got
test
that Justin Verlander treatment. Whatever his doctors is doing, they called each other.
that.
Yeah. So I could yeah, Red Sox are a scary team on the low.
Yeah, man. Seattle though, I really do like that team on paper, the
I
Seattle
do.
Mariners team. But it's just that they got to go past the Astros. And the Astros are the Astros, man.
Yeah. I don't even know what Jake just got Jordan Alvarez back too, so
I had sure.
add that to the lineup. Just in time for him to get warmed up for the playoffs.
Yeah. The Mets third baseman also I think has the most home runs for the Mets in team history now. Is it the third baseman? What's
No,
his name?
first but Alonso, Pete
Yeah,
Alonso.
yeah,
You
Pete
know,
Alonso. Ese meme.
Which good
Which,
for him because nobody wanted to pay him this winter,
mhm.
and he's earned his money. I hope he gets a nice contract this offseason. He
yeah,
deserves it. He's earned it.
and he's still young too. Like it's not like people act like he's 40. Like
Yeah,
he still get paid.
I'm just
he's
surprised
good.
He's the Mets home run leader. Home run
He's been
leader.
he's been consistent. Like he has not, and I think he won how many home run derbies? 2.
I think 2 in a row he won. Yeah,
Look at that.
the polar bear.
Yeah, man, that dude. All he does is produce. That's all he's
Yeah,
been doing. He's been consistent. The Mets are gonna go as far as he, Lindor, and
Yeah.
Vientos, and all those guys.
and we all know what Juan Soto can do in the playoffs. We've seen it.
What's going?
Forgot about Juan Soto. He's wilding right now.
Yeah,
Juan Soto.
what's going on with him this
He's
year?
doing great, actually.
He is. He's not doing.
Just
I think people
average.
are just looking at what he did last year and saying like, "Yo, what's going on?" But he got to remember he had Aaron Judge,
Mm.
so they had no choice but to pitch to him with Aaron Judge behind him. But he's
yeah.
having a good year. He's low key. He got 21 stolen bases. I think 32 home runs. He's having a good season. His average is pretty low. It's 250 ish.
Mhm.
That's the
That's
only part. Yeah.
that's my
But
main issue with
you
him.
know, yeah, he's still getting on base. He's still taking his walks. He's doing his thing. I think he'll be fine. I'm not worried about Soto.
And that's a danger. That's gonna be a dangerous player, man,
Yes.
because he hasn't reached his full. Like I don't think he's gotten to his full potential yet, and
I
he's
could
still.
see I could see Soto winning like MVP next year, honestly. Where he's kind of had 1 year under his belt. Nobody's talking about the contract anymore or any of this stuff.
Hmm.
And he just goes off.
I could see that.
Okay.
And he's only 26, bro.
He's a beast.
God.
Could have been ours.
Could have been ours, man.
Like the girlfriend that rejects him. Reject the Yankees? Alright, say that.
That's
Anywho,
tough.
yeah.
Speaking of tough, man, just to kind of preview some NFL stuff. I don't know if you guys are all done with baseball, but I would like to touch on some NFL stuff. Anything
Okay.
that stood out this offseason for you guys? Or coming up in the new season coming up?
The Giants, I think, won all their preseason games. They look pretty good, like pretty sound, actually. Um, Not too impressed, but I like what I saw. I hope that carries over to the season. The Jets, they would look like a hot mess for some reason to me. Um, the Bills also look like a hot mess for some reason. Who else? I'm trying to think.
Why do the Bills look like a mess?
Well, Josh Allen didn't play this preseason, but overall, like the team,
The
I mean,
vibes from camp.
yeah, I mean, it's just preseason. Can't really like put too much weight on it, but they don't look as cohesive as they've looked before. I guess I would say, and maybe that's because Josh Allen wasn't there, like leading the offense or whatever. Could be nothing. Could just be me overreacting. The
Yeah,
quarterback carousels all over the place though. People getting traded. Kenny Pickett got traded to the Raiders. People getting cut. Who else? Someone got to be traded. I think to the Vikings.
You
But
know what?
mhm.
QB wise, you know what QB I'm worried about, bro? Joe Burrow, because his O line looked absolutely terrible in the offseason, in the preseason too, man.
Yeah, and it's crazy because they play against like the second defense and still couldn't like score much. I
That
was
man
just like,
was running for his life.
yo, yeah, he got sacked a bunch. I was just like, I was watching the game. I think what was it playing? It was like last week. Uh,
This is why Andrew Luck retired, bro, because he got sick and tired of getting hit.
yeah,
uh,
man.
and
Yeah.
it's sad because he does have the weapons, the explosive players that they could do damage, but
Just give
they,
him another two
Yeah.
seconds, bro.
Take a pay cut so you can pay for a better lineman.
yeah, I think
The Tom Brady way.
the Lions they let go of a lineman, so maybe a guard or something.
Hmm.
So there's
The
some linemen
Cowboys
that are
too.
in there's some linemen that are in the waiver, so maybe they could pick somebody up.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
Cowboys, I think, cut a lineman too. There's a few pieces out there.
What do you guys think of Aaron Rodgers, the Steelers?
I
The vibes look good.
They
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
DK looks like a stud.
Yo, that's gonna be dangerous, DK Aaron Rodgers.
DK looking like a stud. They acquired another good tight end from Miami, Johnu Smith. He killed last year, low key.
He's good.
So now they have that two-headed monster with him and Fryermuth. So Rogers guy, even though he's a little skimpy in the wide receiver position, like department, because they lost Pickens, um, he still has a few weapons up the middle. I think they're gonna give Jalen Warren a go, so I don't know how I feel about that. Jalen Warren, their running back. Their offensive line is always decent, so that's something that I know Aaron Rodgers is gonna appreciate.
Hmm.
And their defense is always good. And they have
Yeah,
Hmm.
Mike Tomlin, who's hasn't had a losing season ever.
Yeah. It's
So,
basically,
crazy.
yeah.
and I think they could have had us playing quarterback, and they'd be in better shape than Kenny Pickett. But yeah, so I think the Steelers are okay. The worst thing that the Steelers have to worry about is the division that they play in. They play
Yeah,
with
the
the
Ravens.
Ravens, the Bengals, even though the Bengals got no defense,
Yeah, I don't think
and,
there's gonna be.
and the pesky Browns, who
We got a
well,
defense.
Shador Sanders, I feel like he deserves to get that starting role at some point this season.
Yeah.
That's been my biggest disappointment with the whole, the way that they managed his draft and everything. Like
Yeah.
it was disappointing for me to see. I saw that his brother Shiloh also got cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got into a fight. So the Buccaneers, for some reason, they have them ranked like number 3 in the power rankings. I
They
mean,
got a squad.
they had a great season last year, and Baker looked good. I think Baker's gonna continue to be good. So yeah, that's a team to watch, the Buccaneers.
And they in a weak division. Panthers, Saints, Atlanta.
Oh yeah, no wonder.
Like they don't really got quarterbacks, none of those teams. So Bucks should be
Yeah.
in. That's like penciled them in, barring injuries, basically. I think.
Bryce Young, baby, he gonna get like 3 wins this year at least.
At least three.
Nah,
Um,
he looked good in spurts last year. He had his moments towards the end.
Commanders, I think, are gonna be good. Eagles, I think, will be all right. Cowboys, always hit or miss. That NFC East, I think, is gonna be a tough division this year.
I got the Giants beating the Commanders in an upset in the first
Mm.
week one. I'm saying that right now.
They're totally capable.
I like the deep ball that I saw from Russell Wilson. It looked very pretty. And he still got the deep ball. I think him and Malik Neighbors are gonna
And
they're gonna be a
I
good.
think they'll be good. Yeah.
yeah. And if he's not, bench Wilson and bring in Dart. I like Dart. I like the little tenacity I see in him.
We don't have to rush Darth though. We don't have to rush.
Yeah,
I
You
think.
got Jameis Winston.
yeah.
Oh,
Nah,
Beat them
he's good
W's,
too.
baby.
the Giants got good vibes, man.
Yeah, I think they
They
got.
do.
I think they got winning quarterbacks on their team. Like the quarterbacks want to win games, are capable of winning games, especially against any of those teams in that division. 'Cause that's like the main important thing. All those teams have defenses, I think. So
They do have a good front four for sure. The Giants. The,
They could
the,
be
the,
sneaky. They could be sneaky good, like wild card type.
I think so. I see them getting a few upsets this year for sure.
Yeah.
I got a question. How do y'all feel about the Chiefs? Have y'all seen Mahomes' haircut?
I have not.
Yeah, he cut his hair down. You know, got like the
He
mohawk.
looks good though. He looks
Yeah, he look like he's a man now, like an older man, not like a teen. He had young adolescent vibes with those hair curls, and now he like I'm the man, like Tom Brady-esque manish.
I tell you this much. He got his boy Rasheed Rice back healthy. He looking good.
Yeah.
This Chiefs team is scary.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna hold you because I think that they're gonna come back wanting to prove something. You know, they
with vengeance.
got embarrassed in national television. The only person that got more embarrassed than the Chiefs did was Drake in that Super Bowl.
That's
That
funny.
was the only thing they could fall back on. Like, well, at least we weren't Drake that night.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, I unfortunately I see the Chiefs winning that division again. I don't.
They'll probably lose 2 games this year,
Yeah,
max.
and it won't be. It might be actually one game against the Raiders and one game against the Chargers because they always have like tough divisional games, and then they're gonna spank everybody else. Um, dang, who else? What do you think about the Packers?
You know, I was feeling really, really good with them. Like, um, I like the vibes coming from the locker room. I like that they kept both their safeties, Evan Williams and McKinney. Um, it hurt me to lose Jair Alexander. That hurt, but it is what it is. That's the business of the NFL sometimes. But I think Jordan Love is gonna have like his little bounce back year. I think he had like a little off year last year. I think he'll pick it up this year. He has a great coach, and Matt LaFleur always comes with a good game plan. This receiver, Matthew Golden, I'm very excited about that rookie that they got.
Mhm.
That dude looks electric. We already know that he's fast, but it looks like he's also showing his route running ability, his catching ability. So they just a little banged up in the receiving core right now. They're missing a couple pieces there. Like they don't got with their boy Watson. But Romeo Dobbs, I think he's a great third receiver to have, second, third receiver. They got they got Dontavia Wicks, who hopefully he could hold on to the ball this time. He's a great route runner. He's always open. He just I don't know. He just doesn't know how to.
Put it
I don't
through.
know. Yeah, yeah. He got to put those sticky gloves. So the ball, but he's always open though. He's always open. So that's half the battle right there. Damn, who's there? Oh, and Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed is a great receiver as well. He just needs to stay healthy. And I think Josh Jacobs is gonna have a great year.
Mm.
Their running back.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel good about my Packers, but they have the same troubles that the Steelers have. They're in a very competitive division. They're with the Lions, the
Yeah.
Vikings, The vibes from the Vikings, they've been raving about that JJ McCarthy guy. We'll see, but they've been raving about that guy. And the
Yeah, the
Bears
Vikings.
and the Bears look good too. The Bears look like, well, I know it's preseason. They're getting
Yeah.
dummy coverages, but Caleb Williams with his new look, he looks good.
Nails painted or not? I'm kidding.
Hey man, Bad Bunny started that trend, and
Yeah,
look how far he's made it.
that's true. Uh, yeah, the Bears look good. I would like to see an upset this year in that division. Like I want to see the Vikings take a step back, even though they were crazy hot last year. I want to see the Bears take their place this year, and I want to see the Lions in the playoffs. Like I want them. I'm low key rooting for the Lions to make the Super Bowl just because they've been inching closer every year. They've been putting that work in, and I feel
Yeah.
like I need to see that through because no one has ever seen the Lions in the Super Bowl. So like I would love to see that, but that division is super hard, super hard.
Speaking of the Lions,
I was gonna say, I just want the Jets to win 5 games.
Who's your quarterback?
Justin
Justin
Fields,
Fields.
man.
Ain't he hurt or something?
Nah, he's good. He's good.
Okay. I don't know. He don't look that impressive right now, though, from what I saw.
Yeah, the vibes haven't been all that. This is definitely a rebuild year.
The Jets, hopefully they did something to that locker room. That's all I can.
I think they have. That
Okay.
much I feel like Aaron Glenn was the hire to make for head coach.
Okay.
And I think that he's really reset the culture, he's reset the vibes, he's reset everything in that locker room. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he does as a coach, seeing how that team responds. Even in losses, I think that's kind of where you see the character of a team, and especially
Yeah.
in a rebuild year. It's like, are you getting blown out or are you in games to the end of it, whether you're the better team or not? So I think that's kind of what I want to look for, which is low-key loser mentality in a sense. But let's lose with some dignity if we're gonna lose. Because last year the losses were not they
So
were
many winnable games.
yeah.
You know what's interesting? I noticed that both the Steelers quarterback from last year came to New York. Russell Wilson came to the Giants and Fields came to the Jets.
Oh wow.
And then Rodgers went to the Steelers.
The Jets
He's
played the
from the
Steelers
Jets.
in week 1.
Jets and Steelers.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, I'm watching that.
Rodgers can't escape drama, man. Bro. Guy is always trying to escape everything. He cannot escape the drama with the NFL, man.
The NFL set that one up.
Yeah.
Lovely. He set that up.
Oh man. Damn,
Set the narratives in motion, right? Who y'all got in that game? Theaters, I think.
It's gonna be the Steelers, but I'm gonna go Jets
Yeah.
by 30.
Where are they playing?
I have no idea.
Me neither. I think the Giants are the Commanders, so the Steelers might be in New York. I can't.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is in New York, yeah.
Also, they definitely winning by 30. 1 o'clock game on a Sunday. Hell
Damn,
yeah.
man. Aaron Rodgers got to go back to that stadium.
Yep.
Everybody's gotta go back. Like, this is my home. Yeah. Oh no, that's trauma. Actually. Wait. Who did it happen against?
Buffalo.
Okay. I'm gonna say, was it against the Steelers? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I've been hearing good things about Keon Coleman in Buffalo. I don't know. It was or was that
The receiver?
yeah, second year.
I think.
I mean, I knew that he's funny. You know, he's one of my favorite people to see in interviews, but I just remember last year he couldn't kind of like hold on to the ball like that.
Yeah, probably worked it out, some of those issues.
Probably got more brolic too.
Yeah. Hopefully spend some time with Josh Allen so they could get their timing down.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Josh got a good mind. He got a good
He
mind.
does.
And he played against Tom Brady for God knows how many years. I hope he picked up something.
He was around him and Aaron Rodgers playing golf.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he picked their brain a lot.
You got to put in the extra work to be a quarterback in the NFL.
100%. That's
Yeah.
like it's arguably the hardest position to play in sports.
Mm-hmm.
But I
You
was
man,
gonna mention the Commanders. What do y'all think about them? Like, do y'all think they're for real, or do y'all think they're gonna have like a setback year? Because
well,
they were the team that eliminated the Lions last year.
yeah, they're in the conference.
I like
McGraw,
Jaden Daniels, man. I think
yeah,
he's the real deal.
yeah, he's like Lamar Jackson-esque to me, just a little smaller, but he could throw just like him and
Yep.
run just like him, and he got a squad.
He got Terry back. That's gonna
He
help.
yeah, he
That's
got more.
big time.
He actually got more weapons than Lamar Jackson does actually.
Who's their running back?
Because they got well, they just traded Brian
Brian
Robinson,
Robinson.
Robinson.
but
Yeah.
they got Erkler.
Eckler?
Oh,
Eckler.
Austin Eckler. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
They got somebody else. I can't remember his name right now.
Is
But
it
they got
Antonio Gibson still?
maybe they got Debo Samuel though, who play receiver and running back,
That's true.
and they got the wide receiver back, and they got that tight end who's pretty good too.
Wait, they got Debo now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. They went from what was that guy's name? Curtis Samuel to Debo?
Yeah. Yeah. The Commanders are a squad.
The
Um,
49ers are always gonna be a team that another team I
should
view
look
them like
out.
almost like the Astros. Like they're always gonna be there in the mix,
Yeah.
and they got the best tight end in the league. To me, the best middle linebacker in the league, and possibly the best DE in the league, Nick Bosa. So they have they're always
Wonderful.
loaded, bro. And I think Brock Purdy, I think he's the goods. I think Juwan Jennings is gonna have a big leap year this year and
They're
step up to that number 2 role after
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
Ayuk is out. He'll be out for a few weeks.
Also, Juwan is gonna be the guy basically, which he did good last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their kryptonite is gonna be health. They
Yeah.
gotta just stay healthy.
McCaffrey needs to stay healthy for the entire year.
Yeah.
He has made it out of camp healthy so far, so he should be
Yes.
good starting week 1. But he injury prone, so until he could prove it again and be offensive player of the year again, you gotta be week by week with this guy. But the thing is, also they got Brian Robinson, so McCaffrey they use him as a spellback to throw him the ball, and they can run it more with Brian Robinson. And Ryan Robinson can also catch too. So like when they spell him, you're not really missing much because Brian Robinson is just as capable as McCaffrey. So that's it. That 1-2 punch is gonna be crazy. That's more targets for Brock Purdy to throw to. Last year he didn't even have McCaffrey like that.
He didn't have anyone, honestly. Everyone got hurt.
Yeah, basically. And
Tell you
they're
that team is gonna be there again. They stay healthy.
and the division's not too rough for them.
Nah, who is it?
Yeah,
Sam Sam Darnold is the quarterback for the Seahawks.
Seattle, yeah.
yeah. What do you think about that?
I would take a wait and see approach
I
because
don't.
maybe he was a flash in a pan for Minnesota,
And
but
they got rid
maybe
of DK.
Yeah, and they don't got
yeah.
DK.
This is dumb.
And Jigba the number 1.
So I'll
Yeah,
take a wait and
exactly.
see approach. He doesn't have Justin Jefferson. He doesn't have Addison. He doesn't have all these boys like that. So let's
So,
wait and see.
but the Rams now they got Devontae Adams and with Matthew Stafford, and that's another
Makua, right?
that what?
Makua, Makua, the wide
Puka
receiver.
Nacua, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks to me like the Rams are trying to give it one last go with Stafford.
I think so.
And they should. In that
Yes.
division, they definitely got a chance. All we gotta do is punch it into the playoffs.
And honestly, that's how they won. They were the first team to let's go all in one year,
Mm-hmm.
and it worked. And then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers tried that with Brady. Let's go all in, and boom, it worked.
Mm-hmm.
So
And then the Jets tried it and it didn't work.
Yeah. And then the Eagles tried it with Barkley and it worked.
and the Eagles, they worked for the Eagles though. It just didn't work for the Jets.
They're cursed, man. They're just cursed.
I don't see the Eagles doing much this year, actually. I think everybody's going to be gunning for them. I hope Saquon doesn't get hurt, but I don't think Saquon's going to have a crazy year. It might be a little down year for him.
You think so?
I think he'll have less of a. Not he won't have what he had last year. To repeat
Yeah.
that is insane.
Yeah.
I think he'll still get up there.
1,500 yards.
But they just got weapons in that team, man. AJ
Yeah.
Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert,
I feel like they don't score enough for all the offensive weapons they got.
and the tush push. They just gotta gain 9 yards, 8 to 9 yards in every. That's
2 or
it.
3 plays and then touch push.
Just to get to those 8 yards, tush push it out.
That's easy.
Like that team is an annoying team to watch, but they're good. They're really good.
I would be even more cheesed out with them. I'll put Saquon in for a tush push. Like,
Yeah.
I would take out Hurts and put him Saquon at QB and just tush push him in.
Tush push with Barkley, yeah, they could do that too.
That'd be
Give
so
Hurts
cheesy.
a breather.
At that point, you could put Kenny Pickett in for the tush push and make it.
They got Kenny Pickett now.
No, I'm just saying.
I think wait. Kenny Pickett, the quarterback, right? I think he's
Yeah,
going to
wasn't he their
Raiders.
backup last year?
Yeah,
He was with the
Yeah.
Steelers, no?
yeah, he's got
He
traded
got traded
from
to
the
the
Steelers.
Eagles, and then
Okay.
I think he got traded to Vegas yesterday or today.
Yeah, he was, I think, on Minnesota's team and got traded. No, he was on the Browns. What am I talking about? Right? He was on the Browns and got traded to the Raiders.
That boy
'Cause
got
the-
traded mad times.
Because the Browns have mad quarterbacks. Yeah, he's journeyman already in 2 years or whatever. Why even keep him? Like, it seems like nobody wants him.
Maybe he's a locker room guy. I don't know.
That could be a good thing, like a good coaching quarterback mentory.
Yeah,
Through the ropes.
there's backup quarterbacks that just make a living.
Chase
out of-
Daniel. Chase
And-
Daniels was forever getting a contract.
Yeah,
making bank.
Nick Foles too.
And Tyler.
Nick Foles won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one that the Giants had last year, Tyler or something, that he was with the Bills too.
Tom Brady.
That's funny. Oh, yeah, that's so true though. That's how it started.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Drew Bledsoe, man, he was so tight.
And guess who injured Drew Bledsoe? The freaking Jets. It's never ending, bro.
Karma came back on that one.
For the rest of my life and everyone else's life who roots for the Jets.
I think the Jets are gonna be good at
At some point.
yeah, in the near future, hopefully.
When Josh Allen's hurt or something.
It's okay. We'll trade for Jordan Love in about 12 years and hope for the best.
Just should have tried to get Shador Sanders.
I thought they were, honestly. They had I thought they were gonna draft him and then but it is what it is.
What do y'all think about the Texans? Y'all think CJ Stroud might bounce back?
I would see that. I could see that. I
Yeah,
think there's a lot of talent there, man.
I think his O-line needs to protect him too.
They got Nick Chubb and Joe Mixon in the backfield now.
That's cheesy.
Damn.
That's so cheesy, bro. You could just run it all day in theory.
And then Nico Collins is, healthy. If he stays healthy,
He has to stay healthy.
They might have the best play action in the league if everything goes according to.
Yeah, if I had two good backs, I'm playing them all game long.
Bring back the Wildcat.
Yeah,
offense.
like you don't know who's getting the ball.
Wildcat and flea flickers all day.
Yeah, just put him in as a tight end. Fuck it. Throw him the ball, quick screen. I'm excited though for football season to be back.
Me too, man. Honestly, yeah, I think it's gonna definitely my Sundays are gonna be a lot more interesting. That's for sure. Like I have
Yeah.
something to look forward to. It's been kind of quiet, you know.
Mhm.
Summertime's been kind of quiet.
Yeah, sports wise, this summer has been very quiet for me.
If the
Honestly.
Yankees would have been doing better, maybe it would have been a little louder. But
I agree.
I have no updates on the Raiders. I think they're going to be trash this year. They're in a strong division.
they
Good
got
luck.
Gino.
I didn't want him. I guess. Good luck. I mean, we got a good coach. He's a good quarterback. He's not the quarterback I would have wanted. Um,
They still got Max Crosby.
that's the only defensive player that we got.
They got they got the best stadium in the NFL, Allegiant Stadium, and they're also gonna host a big time fight that we're gonna speak about.
Yeah.
Weeks. It's gonna be in that stadium as well.
Yeah, in a
Nice.
couple weeks we'll give people some Super Bowl predictions, week to week predictions,
Division
big
winner.
fight. Yeah, division winners.
A picture.
Canelo Crawford coming up. Oof. We got some fire coming up, man.
Exciting time in sports.
Yeah, man. But shout out to the day ones, yeah, for putting the battery on our backs. Always, every time I see ya, always ask me about the pod, and I love that shit. That shit, it motivates me to continue doing this. Like it reaffirms that we're doing something here. We got people looking forward to seeing this. So shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah, for sure. We appreciate that. And we haven't forgotten Sophisticated Savages is still there. For those that are waiting for that as well. That's
Yes.
coming. That's
Yeah.
coming.
Yes.
So stay tuned.
sure.
Stay tuned. But now, fellas, I appreciate y'all. This was
Burn
a
it
good
up,
one.
yeah.
It was fun, gentlemen. I'm so glad we had this time. It
Hell
feels
yeah.
refreshing.
It does. But not till next time, yeah. I'll see y'all soon.
Yeah. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. See y'all next time.
Peace out, y'all.
Thank you for watching the Rob Durant podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe so we can continue to bring you episodes every week.